We're in Cracow this morning. Anzac long weekend. Bright and early. A few mozzies. We got the boat with us this week. We're going to the Dawson. We'll talk more about that when we get there. We're not going to Theodore. We're not going to Cracow Beach. We're going to a different location. One we found on Wiki Camps. It was raining, of course. It was raining in Mundubra and in Gayndah. Sunny for weeks. We go away camping and it rained. Yeah, so we're going to check out the camping site at Cracow, which is donation. You know, you've got hard stands for caravans, power poles out here in the paddock too. No water out here. Museum, which we're going to walk through. And yeah, more to follow. And yep, the HiAce and Teddy and Panda and the boat. More to come. Okay, where are we today, love? So the first weekend we've got off in a while. Beautiful weather every weekend for months, and today it's raining. Because yeah, we want to put the boat in. So hasn't been out in a year, and every time I drag it out, it rains. So if any of you in the drought-stricken areas want a boat for sale or bring the rain, let me know. But it might lift. It's looking like it's a bit thin, but we've got 2 nights on the Dawson River at a hip camp. So we were a bit worried because out here is black soil, so it doesn't take a lot for things to get very slippery. Anyway, we're going to go for a walk and show you Cracow. I have the keys, I have my wallet, I have the phone.
I have the donation.
I have the donation, yes. So this is, we'll show you. See, hard stands, power. We're out here on the grass, but there's also power. Cracow is a gold mining operation and a bit of a historic town. Some old houses, some derelict houses, some derelict shops. But we're the only ones in here now, everybody's gone.
But there was 3 others last night.
There we are, so there was 3 others last night. Yep, so this is a quality camp, it's very good. You know, they asked for a $10 donation. Disabled showers and toilets, very nice hot water.
Bins. Picnic area.
Yep.
Tennis court. Museum.
Yeah, we're going to look at the museum too.
Well, firstly, I'm going to put my donation in the box.
Yep, with our thank you gift in the box. And we'll show you the bathrooms. So for some of you that's very important. So
Sounds like they're set behind. Doesn't matter.
So yeah, and the other one's just as good.
The other one's bigger.
Yeah, the other one's slightly larger. Clean. Obviously not supposed to have pets in there. That's the donation box and the signs at Cracow Community Centre. But I'll say that they're very well maintained. So if you're ever coming through the Burnett, heading towards Theodore,
This is the banana, isn't it?
yeah, I think this is a banana shop. It's well worth a look.
I could take them there and do the food.
Gas barbie, I believe.
Or electric.
Yeah, so the RSL service this morning, and this is Anzac Day, and we do thank all the service people, men and women, past and present, thank you for what you've done for our country. I don't think you hear it often enough. Hey, that'd be a nice fire pit, hey? That would be a very good fire pit. I'm hoping it's going to lift. Looks like it's going to. There's some sunshine trying to peek through the clouds over there. We'll go down and have a look at that. It's a real drilling machine that's been sprayed with concrete. Obviously it's outlived its time. I like that statue, telling stories. Yep. It's how we learn. The ancient people had it right. We've just forgotten. This is a map of Cracow, and they're the shafts that are underground. They're all drives. I wonder if Google Maps still gets some stuffed up, eh? Used to be the post office, we think. Definitely like a post office in here. Alright. I think it's pretty funny, actually, what they do with the sprayed concrete. Immortalising the machine forever. Hey. It's been here a while. It's got a cactus growing on it. And the rust underneath it's probably starting to pop the concrete, but it is what it is. But, we'll go for a walk down the main street, down to the pub. We're hoping to get to our campsite tonight. But, that will depend a lot upon the road conditions of the black soil out here. We don't have any internet, so we can't contact our host. Looks like the music room is closed, love. up all these sea fossils. We talk about climate change, it's not an easy thing. So, an ancient axe grinding stone. A couple patches of blue. Last time we were here it was in drought. And there were lots of prickles. The sports. So they had the RSL stuff this morning. It was close by.
I thought they might have had it around the corner and then come up here for something, or maybe not. Maybe they had it there. I don't know.
All the flags
All
up.
the kids were in the playground now.
Yeah.
That's a bit sweet.
No rest stop on the way to Eidsvold. The corner of 3rd and 10th.
And I do believe you can camp in there too, can't you?
I think so.
Somewhere here near the pub anyway.
Somewhere, yes. He says van parking with an arrow.
Before. Oh yeah. No, that's that one, isn't it?
I don't know. No, we're crossing the main road, so be careful. But that way's to Theodore. This way's to Eidsvold. Bar's closed at the moment, but that's a shame because we really wanted to ask if we could get out to where we want to be today. And all these little whirligigs all through town. Yeah, our boy's a baker. We said to him, so why don't we try and find an old stone bakery, old stone and wood-fired bakery somewhere and do a touristy thing as their grandfather and fathers did. This is the memorial. We are so thankful to every service member from everything that's ever happened with Australia and New Zealand. I'm very grateful to every one of you. Lest we forget. So, a very proud tradition out here. I don't know if you can see the honour board, it's a bit hard through the glass. There's lots of men and women. And some memorabilia.
These are the buildings that are in Cracow. That's the Cracow Memorial Building for Anzac Day services today. Musty's over there, hopefully getting something. Old buildings. Interesting looking bike over there too. That's the Cracow pub, hotel, whatever. And we stayed up there. Past the building, past the museum, the heritage centre that's up there. Nice peaceful little old town. Unfortunately now there's only the pub and a few houses. I don't know if I can get them from here. There is... Okay, so there's all these whirligigs around near the park here, so that's one of them, and it spins around obviously when it's windy. Like like that one's doing. And I think there's another, so there's 3 there and 1 over there, so there's 4 on this side, and I think there was one on the other side over there near the pub, which I think Russ got earlier. The name of this is Tit Wobble Lane. Wow. Interesting name for a street. This is the park. There's some barbecues and bins, toilet facilities. The mobile library stops here for the Banana Shire, which was what I thought we were in. And then there's this lovely moa tree. I love moa trees. The moa tree. Definitely a bit different.
This is the Cracow Main Street. Some buildings still very unloved. Some are getting love and attention. Some are being lived in.
So where are we, Russ?
Back at Cracow.
Were we supposed to be here today?
No. We were
No.
supposed to be at a hip camp. But
We left here at 10 o'clock this morning
yeah.
and drove around the countryside for 4 hours. And got back here at 2 because we couldn't find where we were supposed to be.
Now, partly because of our error, because we broke our Telstra phone and we don't have reception with Optus.
Nope.
So I know that we got partial message before we dropped out again. But he did try and get us better instructions. We may have made it to the property,
But we don't know.
We don't know.
There was nobody there.
Was nobody there, and we called out and walked around.
Did all the things we were supposed to do.
Yeah, and we couldn't find anyone, so we decided, well, we better just come back to Cracow and we'll run the bridges, the Defence Road tomorrow and come home. We'll hopefully get out to that place another time.
And we'll try it another time with some better instructions.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I'll get my other phone fixed. And
yeah, it was pretty rough getting in there, and we broke the electric outboard. The motor part come apart from the shaft, and you know, I don't know what other damages we got. We got a fuel leak in the boat somewhere, bouncing around. I don't know. Just a little bit disappointing because we were looking forward to going on a nice boat ride and seeing the gorge and
and I guess it didn't make it any easier though when we were both getting hungry and thirsty and cranky.
We were both hangry.
We were both very angry.
Hangry.
Angry.
We're back here at Cracow,
which is nice anyway.
And at the end of the day, we saw some beautiful country. We took some photos. We'll show you some of those photos. We'll get back there.
Hopefully.
Things go wrong. And today was one of those days.
Because I would say this, that Hip Camp needs to have addresses, or maybe not the address, because this particular place had no... What did I say? It had no address
because
available or something like that. Or not that, but it's a farm, yeah. So it had no location or something like that.
But
and
even
I'm like,
a mud map.
But it has to be off a road. Do you know what I mean? Like, it still has to be on a road somewhere, even if it's a farm. The road has still got a name.
Yeah, because the first set of instructions, we found the place, but we were on the
wrong side of the river.
On the wrong side of the river, at the weir, which people can drive across, but the river was up. So it was up over my knees, and there was no way we'd drive the HiAce through that.
No.
So we'd get water in. So we didn't do that. And then the people there gave us more instructions, so we drove for another 3/4 of an hour and followed the instructions. We knew that road, part of that road, pretty well because we travelled it many times.
But when we got down there,
We couldn't find anybody.
there was no one. Our dogs were barking, so they were loud. And then you got out and you yelled out. There was no one about. There was no one there. And we're like, I don't even know that we're in the right spot now.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Then you start second guessing yourself. Have we taken another wrong turn?
Yeah.
Are we in the wrong place?
So I think that
we don't want to be on people's private property.
No. And I think that there needs to be more contact before the day of the booking. Because like we left home yesterday afternoon and we haven't had reception since half an hour from home. Yeah?
And that's our fault because we got Optus.
Yeah, but that also should mean that they should have given that information at the time of booking, which is what most people do. They give you that information as soon as you booked. If you book an Airbnb, then they give you that information. You have it as soon as you book. But this one didn't have any information about address and only had a map that was not great and sent us, and that map therefore sent us the wrong direction through somebody else's private property to the Weir that we weren't supposed to even be on. So, and then the only reason you knew that we had to go the other way was because you went across the Weir to talk to people who were on the other side. So, yeah, oh, well, I don't know.
We're going to have a good day tomorrow.
It's done.
We're just licking our wounds, having another, and cleaning up because it rained last night. We got a lot of mud. Muddy. So a lot of our stuff's muddy.
And wet. Muddy and wet.
So, anyway, at least we could not have another hot shower tonight.
Yes, that's a good thing.
I mean, this is a good thing about Cracow facility here. You get power. It's a $10 donation per night. There's good showers.
Yeah, and good toilets, good showers. They're clean.
It's quiet. There's power. 3 hard stands, 3 concrete hard stands on tarmac, and then a whole bunch out there in the field with power.
Yeah, or unpowered if you don't want.
Yeah, so if you're heading through Theodore, Taroom, Banana Shire,
or heading to Eidsvold,
it's worth a look. Thank you to the community centre for all their hard work in keeping the facilities clean.
Hence the $10 donation. Which you don't mind paying a $10 donation when you get good facilities. Come with us next time as we travel the inland defence road from Cracow to Theodore and have a look at the bridges that were built by the Italian and Albanian internees during the Second World War during 1942 and 1943.